this might be something. I just put all my apples in one barrel, and now I have multiple barrels, you know. So it's been plenty, and it's taken me places I never thought I ever would have visited or been a part of, as far as basketball wise, or just passport wise. I never thought. I don't think with football, I don't think I would have visited as many countries and seen as many cultures and indulged in many other cultures around the world as much as I would have if I would have played football.
How many countries you been to so far? That's meaning that passport lit.
So yeah, I just got a new passport. That's probably filled up now too. But I want to say minimum. It has a minimum. I want to say at least 30 to 40 countries.
Okay. Yo, that's beautiful, bro. Like I said, we had a dream, and then like we conveyed it to you in a very like unorthodox way, but like being able to observe it and witness it come to fruition. There's still several dreams that we've Branchbrook Park performances, giving back to the community. Like these are dreams that we've had but patiently waited to see them unfold. So to see you and be an amazing parent, I got to witness your wedding a few years ago. You just had an anniversary. So like,
3 years.
Hey, congrats on the 3 years, the Trinity mark. Before we jump into liberation, like let us know about how does it feel to be a parent. Auntie Renee is one of the dopest. She was one of the dopest Monties that I ever had. The shout out to Auntie Renee. But like, I know she's proud of what you've done thus far, bro.
I think she's definitely I want to say proud. I think she's very impressed, happy, and you know, she instilled in me. You know, just to be the best I could be at doing anything, whether it was school, football, basketball. I mean, keep my head on straight as far as, you know, picking the right woman. I mean, later on in life, and children of my own. She always said she didn't want to be a young grandmother, but I know in heart she always wanted to be a grandmother. That's why I just didn't know when it was going to be. She still is a grandmother, so that's the best part. You know what I mean? I wish she would say even to see Saray. You know what I mean? As you know, I raised Saray since she was 3, so it's just been, you know, and that was my first attempt at being a father. You know what I mean, like fully in, making sure she was good, making sure, you know what I mean, I was a role model within the house. So her setting that standard, Nicole helping me grow into the father that I am today actually helped me as well. So, you know, the guidance in certain things. We're all not perfect parents, and we know that from experience. Both my mom and dad made sacrifices and put us in situations where we didn't have them around. You know what I mean? So those mistakes alone, I vowed to never give my children. You know, I always would be there for them. Even though they were gone, they were always there for us, but in the sense of physical.
We grieve different. It's a different way. Like when I tell people like I've been a part of the jail system since I was 3 years old, they don't really get that.
They don't get it.
Because like when you have parents that are in a systematic system that's set up to make them do choices. Renee was lit. She got out and like she assisted our family. We had a village. We raised we were all up in the house up until maybe 11, 12 years old, 5th, 6th grade. We were all in houses in or around each other, very close. So I like how you said she would be impressed. That word is way, way better. But we may do. Like we may do, and we were able to push through. So I'm glad. Like I said, every time I got to come around and the seed to raise your children is one thing, but to raise a multicultural family is another. That's one thing that AX and I are doing. That's one thing that like I went backwards with it. So to be able to surround myself with good role models, people that are doing it effectively, because it's not about bad or good. It's just efficiency. And you're a very efficient parent and a very efficient partner. I'm not a fan of the word wife and husband, but that's what y'all are. But y'all are partners. Y'all are doing things together in this village. And I'm gonna pass it over to E for some great questions. Thank you, Ant, for like these are time traveling moments and bruh, like
I love time traveling.
Dude, we're dope ass time travelers.
I love it.
Yeah. So it's exciting. Can you record this? Thank you. It's not recording right now. So it's exciting to hear more about your story as it unfolds as a relatively new introduction into the space and knowing and getting to know the Morgano family. What is your maiden name? Walker. Getting to know the Morgano and Walker family and getting to know your children and learning more about the journey as you started as a child, moving into your dreams and following your goals. And it makes sense why Faith is always talking about focus here.
Right.
You stay on the focus. It reminds me a lot of the same Kobe mindset of just staying focused on what it is that you got to get done so that you can stay in alignment with what you got. And in that, being able to see how community is impacted and influenced by people who do take the time to really look at themselves and to really be in community with the youth, to really build up a sense of self that's rooted in family and a sense of mission and dream and purpose. What is your mission?
I mean, my mission to be I want to say to be on point with it. It's just I don't know. I want to say it's a wide range of things. I want to say my purpose rather than my mission.
Right. Whatever it translates.
Yeah, my purpose. Because a mission, I feel like you can fail at missions. I feel like there's if you have a mission in mind, or if you're on a mission, there's a chance that you may fail. But if you have a purpose, I think my purpose I found a long time ago, but I also feel that it's not reached yet. I do feel like you said, including in my communities, because I'm a part of so many different ones. It gives me the advantage that I have on others that are, probably more educated or on paper, but not as far as, in depth of what the communities are really, giving out or giving back, or the benefits of the actual community-based people. So my purpose is to fulfill every need of, a community-based stronghold, as far as, bringing together nations and inviting more nations into just believing that, through faith and through focus, being focused, and through severe, consistency, it's a brighter future for who wants to follow that path. So when I think of missions, I just think of my purpose is, just, I don't know if it's with the youth. I just know as a youth, I was surrounded by so many role models and so many guys that made my youth inspirational. When I was a child, I was having people come up to me like, "Yo, your name Cat? You Cat House?" Yeah, and I was from a different part of the city.
My homies know you, bro. Like,
I was part of the South Ward, and I had people every time I played football. This was before basketball. Wherever I went, people knew me as Cat House from the South Ward that played football.
You just had a sphere of influence.
I just had a sphere of influence already since I was a youth, and it didn't come from a negative aspect, and that's what my community was based on. Me growing up, or my surrounding of it, is everything was negative, but we found positivity in sports and having fun, and I don't want to say being well known, but being known to the fact where you have that respect level. Me growing up, I never had to worry about someone disrespecting me, unless it was just a moment where it was a disrespectful moment, and then we just had to cross that path. But I just felt like in anything you want to be respected from where you come from, for being the person you are, because that's all you can be. If you're respected for being fake, then that's
Is that really respect?
Yeah, is it really respect?
Is it really?
So I genuinely get love and respect, and I won't just hug on love too much, because love is just a fixation. Sometimes people can say they love you for the wrong reasons or for the right reasons, but the respecting is always gonna come in. You want to respect me, and I demand respect now.
Right.
Nowadays, you know what I mean. You're gonna respect everything I do because I work so hard at it. I work very hard at it. I don't get up at 4:00 in the morning and tell my wife I'm going to the gym because I'm bullshitting around when it's time to come compete. Compete is gonna get the same energy when I wake up at 4:30 in the morning. Shit, I'm going to hit the gym. Shit, it's game time now. That 4:30 workouts, 4:30 workouts about to, you know what I mean, show what it's worth.
Right. So you go into a space. So going into that mindset, I'm interested in that mindset. So you're talking about how you wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. It's the same exact mindset that you get when you go to the game. You just wake up and like, all right, this is game time. I'm in it. I'm down to just.
Once I'm in the changing room, I mean, I can't go turn back. It's a decision I made. I came to the game. It's game time.
How did you curate that mindset for yourself?
Just wanting to get better. I was super not good at basketball. Like, where all my peers were like, you know, not. I want to say, well, they were better than me, and I wanted to be as good as them, and then reach to higher stakes to be better than whatever they thought I was or that I could be. A lot of people didn't see me getting this far. A lot of people didn't see me on the platform or playing for any USA team.
I did.
I mean, when I say that, just saying that I don't think people didn't believe in me. They just didn't foresee it.
Right.
Like when I say, yo,
Great job. Yes.
Thank you, baby. And when I say that, I say like, so even my football coaches like, yo, you play basketball for football, and they asked that same question, like, yo, man, you could have been in the NFL, but I'm traveling the world. I'm still doing what I love to do. I mean, I got my family. I make money off it. I mean, I did everything a professional was supposed to do.
It sounds like purpose to me.
Purpose. I mean, who knows? Football could have landed me a bad injury, and I never could play football again. I mean, so well, that led me in the straight where, you know what I mean, things happen like Ray Rice, and I almost, I mean, lose my career over, I mean, being in the NFL, or anybody in the NFL lose their career. So it's certain things I just felt like, you know, my path is my path and my purpose.
Big facts.
So the question that I was going to tie in with that was, in this, right, we're talking about, you brought up nations. You brought up nations in terms of, and what does your position as the person that you've curated for yourself, with the mindset, with the family, with the intentionality, with all of the past experiences, with all of the anticipation for the future, what does nation building look like for you?
As far as me building my own nation?
Whatever comes to mind. What's it like to build your own nation?
I'm already in the midst of building one with the 3 I have here in this house every day that I wake up to. That's my nation. That's my first nation. My second one is the brand, the 50 Cat brand, and those who follow behind it, those who support it, as much as you guys do. Like I said, these shirts I even just made up are you know, signifying the love that I have for my family that support me. I got 4 shirts made up for the 3 people in the house that I know support me the most, aside from God, you know what I mean? Aside from my mom who's up in heaven working with him, making sure things are intact. So, you know, just, you know, I believe in, you know, it's like a family tree. You know what I mean? As far as building nations, you know, it branches off into another whole different obstacle, a whole nother way of life, a new generation of things to be invented, things to be, you know, looked upon as, you know, new revelation. So I think in that part, I think just building new nations helps brand the world, brands you as an individual, brands you as a family, brands you as a father, businessman, businesswoman, just overall. Right,
because those brands are what give you the platform to be able to be your own platform, essentially. And that ties into the last question that I have, which is, what does liberation look like for you? Being able to be like, this is the platform where we do desire for the people that we can communicate with. It's like, what does it look like to have liberation as your life?
I mean, just to feel liberated, period. I mean, it's just a feeling of, you know, being free and being able to, you know, do, say. I know that's going to tie into what this Kyrie and Kanye situation is going to tie into.
It absolutely is.
So just being liberated, you know, when you think of liberation, everyone thinks of, you know, freedom and, you know, just stuff like that. But I think being liberated is just a sense of you, and all lively matters being able to do things freely. breathe freely. That breathing situation that we just did, it was, you know what I mean, a liberating moment for our family. For our son who doesn't, you know what I mean, quite know what liberating is, but if you sat down and explained it to him, he would be like, that was a liberating moment. You know, just giving the information to those who don't quite grasp it yet. That's liberating for me. You know, every day I'm in a high school where kids are lost, and it's scary because if these are kids of our future, you know, we always got to when we were younger that it wasn't it would seem like a meme nowadays, but you know, the children are our future. You know what I mean? When I was younger, I always thought that, like, I'm the future. Well, damn it, I'm gonna be the future. I'm gonna be a mark in the future. I'm gonna be something that people under me now see, like, oh damn, I could be 50 Cat. Oh, I could do that. I could take this route. So that's the mindset I think about when it comes to that as well. Like, it's just, you know, giving those students or giving those youth, wherever I go, that inspiration of, you know, you can do anything. You can take any path you want.
Yeah, and I'm gonna piggyback in that too. Like Leo Mercer, right? Big up to Leo Mercer. You got to meet him at the event. And we were talking about braiding the communities, and he said, I want to be healed enough that I can go into any community.
Yes.
And that's what like loyalties. We're at a time where loyalties or love is something that you show me. You can't tell me you love me. Yeah. And like, I'm letting you know this is how what I feel is love is or right or wrong or effective or anything. I feel like you're healed.
Yeah.
Like, and you're healing, and outside of becoming 50 Cat, you're someone that can navigate and communicate through different nations. Yeah. Like that skill set and asset is a value resource. And shout out to Leo for bringing that to our attention. Because you saw I've been reposting the videos from it, for sure. And I was like, bro, like, this was lit. Like,
I love that energy there was different. I said that day. That energy there was different. From the hair braiding conversation to just overall the rap songs that were presented. Like,
big up to Corey Ja.
Yeah, Corey Ja. Yeah, happy belated birthday.
And he just got an opportunity to work with on Little Flip's tour in March. So
Flip.
I know,
Flip.
Bro.
Flip.
Yeah.
Big ups.
But he did have a birthday yesterday.
Okay, cool.
And happy birthday to Auntie Aisha, by the way.
Happy birthday to our aunt. Yes.
Aging
beautifully.
But she's still like she's in her 20s. But you said good music, good vibe. The energy was different.
Yes.
I appreciate that. That's what I do, bro. When people ask me what I do, I'm like, I'm an energy broker. I broker energy, bro. Like, I curate dope ass vibes.
Yes.
And then from that, I had this DJ out in San Francisco. Shout out to DJ Cloud One. This is going to lead us into our next segment. People wonder why you got some on your beard. People wonder why.
Nothing great here.
Nah, you got it off. People wonder why Ye drops so many names. Like, bro, he's dropping names because this is his life.
Yeah.
Bro, these are actually my life. This is actually who house I slept in. Yep. Like how he slept in the stadium. I slept in a video game stadium. Like, lit with like on since this tour. So bringing it back around to being in a place and position where you can see loyalty, you can see what your life is. Oh, but this is why I brought up Cloud One. He said these spaces that we come together, from basketball games to art festivals. Shout out to Neo Negus and Sadiq. This is when you come together. That's where the leaders come and they sit back and build. Like, even in business, like, the business is really done at the parties, the after party. Like, so when you get to the point of really bringing family together, and you starting within your household, you cleaning the family up. That's a great thing to witness, man, to be a part of. Like, it's exciting to be 50 Cat's cousin. But this is the thing. Like, I've always been 50 Cat's cousin. So like now, and it's even exciting for 50 Cat to be my cousin. So it's just like, this is where our family was systematically pulled apart, but it's coming back together. And y'all about to leave. It was time check. 7:10.
Yeah, we go.
All right. Our family, like, it's everything. That's my nations. You heard me bring up Josito. The only reason I bring up this Ye and Kyrie and even Kendrick is because when I was in the Bay, I got visited by Donda.
Okay.
When I went to Tennessee last year, I got introduced to the Donda album. But when I say that Donda visited me, she sent me a YouTube video. You talk about time traveling.
Mm-hmm.
She sent me a YouTube video that let me time travel with her and Ye.
Oh wow.
I was like, what the fuck is this? I didn't know she was his manager. I didn't know that she's been around his biggest supporter. But like, so this is before Genius came out.
Okay.
So from there, I knew that my mission that I was aligning with Ye to be able to be his translator was becoming something bigger. So fast forward to where we are now. You see that he's saying some interesting remarks. Like I said, I'm pro Ye, but my goal is to get the opinions of those that may be they don't care Ye, anti Ye, pro Ye, and how does his words affect what you're doing?
I would say I'm definitely pro Ye. Even though I'm pro Ye, some things I do feel like, you know what I mean, he should hold on to for the right time. I think he shouldn't give it. He giving everybody too much right now.
What do you mean, Jay-Z? What do you mean, Jay?
I just want him to hold on for you know people just heard about Trump going for president again.
Timing.
So timing is everything. I just feel like they need to hold off on some things. Now don't give everybody everything yet, because then
he just met with Trump. Did you know that?
See?
He went up to sit down with Trump. And like Trump tried to mob boss some type of shit, right?
Okay.
And then Trump is a businessman outside of being a politician.
Yeah.
So he's like, yo, your wife is da 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 da, and she's messing with the Clintons. And he's like, hold up, bro, that's still my wife. That's the mother of my children. So it's just like watching that, like it's an interesting game. I'm glad that you stated that, like, you fuck with Ye, but also there's some things you don't agree with, because honestly, knowing you, you're not Ye. I'm not Ye. But I don't agree with everything he say and do. But what I can agree with is that he's a family man.
Yes.
And if you can find, bruh.
Yeah, for sure. You can find a lot behind that.
And there's an interesting, like, to build on this conversation, right? Like, did Ye announce his presidency first?
So he was underhand, like sliding, like he was like hitting at it, and then Trump announced it last week.
Yeah, because if we're thinking about it in terms of frequency, right? It's like thinking about it how Ye is very intentionally doing something. He's very, very intentional about what he's doing. And even with Trump, right? Like Trump is like riding the wave of Ye. He's hopping onto that frequency. He's like, okay, Ye's doing all this controversy. And they're just riding it together.
Don't forget about me.
And it's interesting too, bringing up how this is a side note when we were talking about Kim Kardashian, right? And talking about her being the mother of his children. The conversation about Ye brings up questions about family dynamics that are really, really present to be able to communicate about with a society that is split in all forms of oppression, whether it be misogyny, whether it be racism, whether it be LGBTQ, trans, queer discrimination. Like, all of it is just pushing this idea of separation. And I'm thinking, when it comes to shooting shots at Kim Kardashian, it's like, the thing is, it's like, one of the things that I see as a woman, right, as a feminine presenting frequency, with a very comfortable relationship with my masculine, I know that a lot of the times women get a pass for perpetuating abusive behavior without actually taking accountability for it, because of the fact that situations like this, just because she's Ye's children's mother doesn't mean that she's immune to shots. It doesn't mean that she's immune to shots. She should be able to hold those shots. And that's the thing. It's like, when it comes to the foundation of a household, when it comes to the foundation of a family, it's all about the balance of what your frequency is. Whether you're masculine, whether you're feminine, you should be able to hold your own, period. No one's safe. Everyone's safe because they're in the hands of source. But no one is under no one can be removed from that which they have committed into this lifetime.
But and I brought that statement up, and great point. That's what you do to kind of stand, like, as a parent, you protect your household. I told you, Ye is a spiritual general. Um, he's going down the Christian liberal route because of like even how he talks about the um, Planned Parenthood and the melanated woman's womb is the not safest place for children. There's more abortions than people that died in the Holocaust, and that just like murder rap, the music on having sex and murdering your baby is the same as murder rap. So like his stance on certain things that I can be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Like I said, I have 9 children, but I also have had miscarriages. I've also have had abortions already, and like I feel the weight of that as a parent. So Ye stepping in to cover his children, not even just Kim. Like I know when words, they say sticks and stones may break my bones, but words would never hurt you. And this time you was just talking about the other day how y'all was talking about the nose cleaning thing, and then it popped up on your phone. Your words matter. And even Kanye going to Ye, it matters. So I appreciate that. But there's 2 more Ks. This is KKK. Kanye, Kyrie Irving, and Kendrick Lamar. Share with us your standpoint, you being in the basketball world, and like how he handled that it was an attack onslaught, and then also I saw a picture with you was with him on the stories. How did that go down?
So we were he had a one-on-one event. This was when I want to say like a year after we got into the one-on-ones during the COVID event, and it got heavy. So his organization and his people was from Jersey. Ended up doing a basketball one-on-one event. And he invited me out to do a one-on-one, and also for a chance to play some Maryland guys. For I think it was 25,000 or 50, something like that.
Listening to him. Right, you got to watch that real time, bro.
Man, that's crazy. But yeah, so he invited me. I went there, had a before the event. He already knew who I was. Had a nice little conversation. Wound up giving us some sneakers and a couple like a jersey or something. Played the event. I wound up getting hurt in the one-on-one. So instead of me, risking the injury further in the 5-on-5, he just paid me a couple dollars. I mean, like, take this. I mean, it was a good gesture of him.
That's good business.
Great business.
That's good business.
It's great business. He's like, I know you got hurt. I mean, it's my event. Blah, take that. So, and that aspect too, as the game was going on, full of energy. After the game, we had a conversation. And I felt his, intellectual side, see how smart he was. Always heard good things about him because he's from Jersey,
I didn't know Kyrie was from Jersey.
Yeah, so he went to St. Pat's, graduated from there. So he was always in the community of basketball where I was at. I just never ran across him until we got older. Of course, he was a professional. We were both professionals at the time. So just a conversation of that and our different paths we talked about. So I'm a full supporter of the Kyrie movement. He can't do no wrong in my eyes, because I believe everything. Like we're humans. At the end of the day, and that was the first thing that I think was an interview. And he's like, yo, you guys look at us as professionals, but we're also humans. We know we do things every day that you guys try not to do, because we're in the limelight. But we're not. If we're not able to get away with it, we shouldn't be looked down upon. It's a human making a mistake. Not all professional basketball is doing something like, no, we're still human at the end of the day. So,
and I like your standpoint. I'm an alien. I go hard for my alienness. Me and E had this conversation the other day. Like I was just
outside of this house.
Outside. I was like, yo, when I went all in with knowledge, right? Like that's what Kyrie got blasted for, because they're giving out knowledge that is like supposed to be hidden. You got to be selective. Yeah. Like you ever read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki? If you haven't, it's a dope ass book. Everyone has a rich dad. That's that wealthy mentor that can put a mindset into you that if you never really knew how to get money legitimate and legally, then you will do whatever. But my rich dads, they showed us about that hidden knowledge. Like my first reading list there was a bunch of books that like I didn't find out until I was in my 30s.
Gotcha.
You feel me? So it's like now that we got the knowledge and we're putting it out into the community, there's a great shift that's happening. And I bring up my alien talk is because once I went down that rabbit hole of, they call it conspiracy theories, you get tapped into your cells. I love myself, my CELLPH for the balance. My cells, my DNA. I know that our melanin makes us royalty and our actions make us a king and queen. That's how, like, I called y'all the first family. Like, I could see you were my family. We're royal as fuck. Yeah. So, like, when it's we're humans, but there's a classism, there's a lot of dogma that is set up to take our value from us. One of the biggest thing right now is knowing your worth. And our worth doesn't have to come in the things that define us or our titles that define us. So like you started vibrating on Kyrie's frequency. We like he vibrated on your frequency. Right. Like we're coming into a path where your nation matters to his nation. Yes. So it's lastly, have you listened to K Dot's last album, Mr. Morales?
I haven't.
What the fuck? Sorry. I was not expecting that at all, bro. I'm about to play something from K Dot. Like, I would love to hear it. Bro, why haven't you listened to K Dot? Like, have you ever, like, was you not a Kendrick fan?
Not as heavy as you would think I am. No.
No, bro, like at all.
I really don't know.
Tell me your type of music before we play K Dot. Like, who you listening to now?
Not that I don't like Kendrick Lamar.
I didn't say you didn't like him.
Okay.
You ain't listening though.
I don't know.
So yeah, I'm just saying, who you listen to? Who you listen to?
I listen to. I mean, I don't really listen to rap like that. I'm not gonna lie.
What type of music you listen to, cuz?
Soulful music, old school soul music, R&B. I like R&B. If I listen to rap, I listen to pop, that old school pop.
You fuck with Pac, nigga?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But
Pac. Yeah, fuck Pac, bro.
I'm a Biggie fan. You know what I mean?
No. I say, I like. I'll tell you that on another time off the air, but just for sakes of purposes, fuck Pop in the nicest way possible. But you listen to Pop, you listen to old school music.
Yeah, now these, I mean, I don't even listen to. I can't even say I listen to Drake like that. You know what I mean? So
yeah, fuck Drake too.
I listen to if it flows. There are some Kendrick songs that I like. One album. What was the album before this last one?
Damn, that was his last album for 5 years.
Okay. So I listened to that one when it first came out. I tap into them, but it's,
I got you, bro.
Let me hear something though.
I'm gonna let you, since you're a dope dad, right? I'm gonna let you hear Father Time.
And this is his new album.
Yeah, it's Mr. Morales and the Big Seven.
From a generation of home invasions, and I got daddy issues, that's on me. Everything the four ones that taught me, they have is very deep, and men know a lot, but not enough to keep me past the streets. My life is a plot, twisted from directions that I can't see. Daddy issues, all across my head.
Alright, that's the one. That's the video. So, and the reason I brought up Kendrick album, like I said, I'm
Purple Hearts was good too. I like Purple Hearts.
I'm on my Quincy Jones, Clarence Avant, like shit right now on the spiritual world. Like that's why we're talking music and hip hop, because KS1 said hip hop is a culture.
Yeah.
5 elements of hip hop. I told you I'm dropping a project to reenact the elements of hip hop. Like I was born in the 80s.
Right.
So this is a badge of honor now. They be like, why you got your birthday on you? Because it's an 80s, bro.
80s, baby. I'm about to get an 80s baby tattoo.
You get an 80s baby tattoo? Hey, with Biggie on that shit? A baby cat on it, bro? Or one of your children. Like, so I bring that up because, like, I know that, like, there's a lot of things that Kendrick stated in there that he's not a rapper, he's a spirit medium. Like, we got to see Kendrick at the Spectrum Center in Charlotte, which was lit. We had a whole setup there. And
I would like to go to this concert, though.
Bro.
I know it's like, Michael Jackson
Oh,
vibe, you know, energy, and I noticed. I seen him the concert.
He
So
brought the gloves out.
bro, he definitely had the mic glove out.
Yeah.
The vibe was amazing, bro. Like I got to be myself. We got to experience the energy, but it was just like that's the church.
Gotcha.
Like even what you do in basketball, that's the church, bro. So definitely, this has been a great interview. It's 7:12. I want to respect and have reverence for it. But this was the first of many interviews, guys. This is just to thank you for allowing your time. Time is everything. But you did some dope shit. It was awesome time traveling with you. And before we go, man, tell us why you like time traveling.
Why I like time traveling?
And what is time traveling to you?
I mean, you know, like you said, like you don't even have to close your eyes. You just imagine that time and frame and point of your life or whatever, or whoever lives are in the room, whether it was shared together or apart, and just giving that visualization of what was happening. As we can sit here and we always talk about the story when grandma, with my ass. I give them that visualization, not to the fact where, you know, I'm expressing pain through it. I'm expressing a story, you know, it's now funny to us.
It's very funny, bro.
As children, you know, we
got to skate on our onesies out in the ice, bro. Like, what?
You know, when I tell, like, friends of mine, I used to play card games with my cousins for food stamps, you know what I mean?
Hey, we out here. But that's how grandma taught us.
She taught us to play cards. She taught us how to, you know what I mean, do whatever. Gamble, whatever, how you took it. I took it and ran with it, started playing cards at school. You know what I mean? But it was that, like, when you timed, it's just, like, and there's so much in my mind that I can say, like, it's just, that's the best part about time traveling. I can travel to any part of my life and just, like, yo, that was a dope part. And that was bad. Like, damn, what the fuck, I fucked up right there. I could have did this and that. But, you know what I mean? I can't change it. You know what I mean? Just like, you know, Back to the Future, you can't change it.
It's influence.
It's interesting. Well, it's interesting that you say that, actually, because what I was thinking as you were talking about it, right? It's like, even in the transmutation of this conversation, how you were talking about going back to that memory and focusing on the pain of it versus being able to find the laughter of it. You did change the memory.
For sure. That's even with basketball, you know, just time travel with that. Like, yo, damn, I really was like a junior in high school and I couldn't shoot the ball. And now people are passing me the ball telling me to shoot it. The most confidence, you know what I mean? It was the time where I didn't have confidence in myself because I wasn't that good yet. And then as I look at it like, damn, this is why I'm here. This is my purpose. Like, I was purposely put on this earth to play basketball. Not knowing it at first.
And when I see with you in basketball, because you got that Kobe and that Mamba mentality, you're a general, you're a coach. You're like, basketball is a team sport. You lead other people with your words and by example.
Yes.
Like, that shit is amazing. Like, our ancestors that played balls with hoops for a while. And the reason being is because when people watch that, they get to see the leaders do what they think. So do they thing, and it's awesome. We just time travel. This is why I'm in web or edutainment, so we can document these times. These are biblical times, bro. And it's been a pleasure and honor to build with you, Cat.
Always.
Because I love you. Yo, have fun skating tonight too.
Let's go to Leo, right? I don't want to get him out the house. Get around some kids. Leo, come on.
And thank audience.
Yeah.
That was a great interview.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm excited. I feel like having